All right, now this was a question sent in from a person who they are an Aquarius, and they met a person who's a Leo, a lot of energy. They're almost saying the same sentences and stuff like that. Uh, so I want to talk about that a little bit. So first, what I'm showing you though, because this person is a twin flame. So what I did, I put his chart and his twins chart up there, so y'all can look at that. Now this isn't going to be a twin flames reading, but we're gonna talk about energy. We're gonna talk about a few things, and we're definitely gonna answer the person's question because I know that's their main concern. I like what you say, answer the question, and we're gonna do that too. Welcome to Archangel Revelations and Prophecy 444. I am Gat, your host. All right. Now, so right away, because he said he was talking about his 8th house, and he asked about that vertex cross, and that vertex cross is always about meeting a significant person, meeting a significant event, or even a significant breakup. So, and we understand with most twin flames, it's just the way it is. It's a lot of union, it's a lot of separation, it could be a lot of pain, it could be a lot of passion. It is what it is. So what I'm trying to do now is just give the possibilities. And we know. And we'll see. All right, so both of these charts is real unique, and maybe one day they'll get updates again, but they're real unique because if you notice her, even though she's a Taurus, the female on the right, you see that 22, not only 22, but you see the 222. But then her energy with the sun goes right into the Gemini, which is the twin. So she's got a lot of twin in her. You know what I'm saying? She can't get past it. Because at the end of the day, everything you're looking at is connecting you right back up to the universe, to the source. And you see she got 13. She got 23. All these are high mystical numbers. 23 is a resonance of Sirius. Make sure you're checking out the dude on Underground Network News. Ital, Imani, because he be telling you all that stuff. So this is all about energy too, and I'm gonna try to explain it. I try to, I'm gonna be respectful. I'm just gonna try to get to the point. But a lot of times in twin soul, twin seed, whenever you talk about the soul, the 8th house, that is your soul house. So yeah, you're gonna be, all of us are soul families. That's why you see a lot of people of color. They're very communal, like community-minded people, and you see that all the time. So it's a lot of soul families, and it's the way it is. And for the most part, if we set, like a lot of times we don't let our guard down, but if we set with our guard and let our guard down, we will probably find out we really connected to a lot of people. Now you see how her ascendant is 222, and now you see his ascendant is 444. See, these are twin flames. And that's why I say that's the sad part of third dimensional, because we're so powerful, but we just get in third dimensional, we just lose it. We just give it all up. And then we miss the beauty we could have had. I mean, you may still have a relationship, but just that mystic, that esoteric stuff that we could have, that power we could have, but we miss it. So then you see 22 again at his east point. So you got, like I said, you got twin souls. That's somebody walking around with your soul. You share the same soul, different bodies. But then you got soul mates. And that's why I say people break up and break up. See, it's hard because I learned, and this gentleman right here, he taught me a lot. Because you don't know, like I don't know everything. So sometimes you just got to shut up, because my background was primarily Christian. And I'm pretty loyal to my background, but I can't, just because I'm loyal to my background, I can't really say. Because I hear people saying, oh no, you need this person for a soul experience here. You need this person, this sexual healing here. This person, this sexual helped you. And I'm like, wow, that sounds like a whole lot of sex. But you know, I don't know. I just keep my mouth shut. I just point things out on charts and then leave it like that. So just give me a moment, because like what I'm just looking around. And see, that's why I'm trying to tell you, because it's like what I'm getting out of that. See, what I'm trying to say to him is whatever's going on with him is going to be going on with because Leo and Aquarius, they always complement each other. Even if they don't get along, they still complement each other. So that's why they're opposite, but they complement each other. And a lot of times when stuff is going on with Aquarius, it's going on with Leo. Now, if you notice, her Juno is Leo, his twins. And then you got her Mars with Leo, but then you got his Mars with Taurus. And then look where her Chiron is with Leo, and find his Chiron. Give me a second. His Chiron is with Cancer. All right, so we're gonna make sure that is his 8th house. Gotta double check everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, it is. And then her 8th house. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sagittarius. And that's her true north node. And ironically, sometimes Sagittarius can imply a second, like a second marriage, or even you break up with the person for a while and then you get back with them. And see, Vesta's in his Sagittarius. In the 11th house. And he got a lot of activity in his 2nd house. Look like he got the part of Fortune, Venus, the Sun, and then the true north node is going from Aquarius to Pisces. So it's a soul connection. Now, like I said, you know, we already knew that. I know he already knew that was a soul connection. So that's life, you know, because I know how I teach. I'm like conservative. I'm real conservative. But I'm not, I'm not God. So just you have to humble yourself. But a lot of times shit happen for a reason, and that's why I'm just saying. But you can see it on the chart. Like I said, there might be a reason why her Mars is Leo. You know what I'm saying? That's why I knew to do it this way. And healing, and even Juno, because she got Juno with Cancer, and then he got Chiron with Cancer with retrograde. See what I'm trying to say? And retrograde always means it's a pain. It's something that ain't gonna heal. It's hard to heal. That Chiron retrograde with his Cancer, and then she got Juno with Cancer and Leo, and she got Mars with Leo with Chiron. You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Like sometimes shit happen, but because we so fucked up, like I just said earlier, all of us are. A bad thing actually may have a good at a point. One, two, three, four. Cause you see they got Cancer issues going on. Cause Cancer is a fourth house ruled by the moon. And whenever you talk about the soul, you're always gonna be talking about the moon because that's reincarnation. The reincarnation occurs at the moon. And he just named himself a new name with the sun. It's kind of funny he telling me this because he named himself with the sun and just. But he don't know a lot of shit he be saying be right. And like he knows some of the stuff he said, but he said something else. Like I just learned something else that he was saying. I just forget what it was. But a lot of names he takes and a lot of shit he do be right with the universe. So I think he said, I'm not gonna say what his name is, but even it's kind of like you stole and now you got to give back. So shit, he kind of was speaking prophecy and he might not even realize it. But what I'm trying to get him to see on the natal chart is there's definitely it's a Leo issue and it's a Cancer issue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So when Cancer is family, 8th house is the soul. So a lot of times, like I say, you and your twin may be going through whatever, and then you get with your soulmate, and it's better for that moment, and it may be for a while, who knows? But that'll cause it'll get at the twin, might cause them to act better, or it may just be like the pain they put on you, they get back because definitely got a Leo Cancer issue on your chart, but it's also Chiron with healing. And see, the Leo's in the 4th house, but they go to that Mars. And even the 5th house, her 5th house is ruled by Leo. And there go Virgo, which is healing again. And then in your 5th house, notice how it's Taurus with Mars. And then she's the Taurus. You see what I'm saying? And Taurus with Mars. So you can see, it's like it's a Leo, like it's looking like a third wheel. It's looking like a third wheel. And a lot of times people say, hey, you said this and said that, it never happened. Sometimes it don't happen because you realize it and pull back. And sometimes, like I said, the possibilities is just there. Your natal chart is just giving possibilities that can happen in your lifetime. And sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But the more aware people become of stuff, like, some people might just pull back. It totally depends on that person. But yeah, it's definitely a soulmate situation. And that's why you got that vertex cross. And it's funny because then you got Juno right there and a ninth, but it's in the 9th house. See, I keep talking about Sagittarius because I was just recently taught Sagittarius sometimes means a second marriage or a second union, and that can be breaking up with the person and getting back together with them, whatever. But now in your second union, you got healing again, Virgo. So that's what it's kind of looking like, at a quick look. It's looking like a situation, a third wheel situation. Another person enters the situation. It causes whatever, but it also helps with the healing in the 9th house. The healing in the 9th house, which can be a Sagittarius or second, whatever. And even I'm assuming, like, you know, see how your chart is. Capricorn is big. With both of y'all is dealing with Capricorn is big. So Capricorn plays a major part in your two relationship. This twin relationship, Capricorn plays a major part. So that person you have to find out what their, you know their sun sign, but moon sign, rising sign, or the ascendant, medium coeli, and you got to see where Capricorn is on their chart. Well, big, like I said, just looking at it real fast, it's like a three, it's a third wheel. It's you got a situation where you're dealing because I know the person. They could be stubborn, they set in their ways, and don't get me wrong, because their mama taught them. Sometimes your mama teach you, and in some ways it's right because you're independent, you're strong, you ain't gonna let no man tell you shit. You're gonna do what you gonna do. But sometimes it's bad. But it is what it is. And what I always try to teach people, no matter how your mom or your father teach you, whoever taught you, you still got to learn how to teach yourself. Like I had to learn how to teach me. I wouldn't do things just because my father did it or my mother. But it is what it is. But sometimes people ain't gonna listen to reason. See, I'm a reasonable guy, but some people got to get that third wheel and humble their ass a little bit and knock them off the high horse a little bit. So that's what I see. What's up? Y'all got a Leo issue, Taurus issue, a Capricorn issue, and I'm kind of assuming that Capricorn, Moon in Capricorn. Well, that could be you, that Moon sign, but that other person might have a Capricorn issue too. Otherwise, it's you. But the ninth house usually the ninth house is when they get back together. It's like the second marriage, or they break up but they get back together. But and you see, you got Vesta with you. You got Vesta in your Sagittarius, and then you see how Sagittarius is her true north node. You see what I'm saying? Because that's that ninth house, and that's when you kind of get it. You get it to better. You get it better the second time, because maybe the person grow up or the pain is too hard or whatever. But they grow up a little bit, and they might not be all that stubborn energy that's going on right now. Because this person's sun sign and moon sign is stubborn, is Taurus. But they want to be down with the twins too, because you got twins on the chart as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and see that's the twins. And the six, the Gemini usually means like a shorter relationship, or a first relationship, or short term and stuff like that. Whereas Sagittarius shows a little bit longevity and a little more maturity. Whereas Gemini is more immature, short distance, immaturity, and then the ninth house is longer distance, a little bit more maturity. So that's what it looked like to me, from just looking at it at par or whatever. And like anybody that's hear this video, you want to get it updated too, because of the simple fact you gotta know every house, why those planets are there and stuff like that, like a thorough, like what I do now. Sometimes my things go to 3 hours, 5 hours, but that it's got to be real thorough. But just looking at what he told me, based on what I'm seeing, you're seeing a third wheel. You're seeing the universe send somebody in to shake shit up, and it's gonna knock the Mrs. Stang. It's gonna knock her off her high horse a little bit for a while. She go through something. Just keeping it 100. Alright, that's it. If anybody's interested, now we got the sale going on, which will be 20% off all the prices you see. All that's in the description box. So get yours now before the sale is over. Peace.